Have you ever wondered why some people inspire loyalty while others command compliance? The answer, I believe, lies in how they define and share the problem. Hello again. Welcome to the Thoughtful Beard, where we serve up insights, ideas, and a scally cap. In our main series, plus the bonus video, we explored how identifying the right problems, securing stakeholder buy-in, and letting skilled professionals devise solutions can transform the way we operate. Today, I want to connect those ideas to a deeper theme. Are we leading people or just managing them? In many organizations, we often see people with titles like manager who simply dictate tasks and solutions. Meanwhile, leaders may not hold fancy titles, but inspire those around them to solve the right problems and innovate. This video shows how everything we learned about root cause identification, frameworks like Define and 5 Whys, and stakeholder alignment can help you become more of a leader, by my definition, rather than just a manager by positional authority. Let's get into it. First, here's a lightning recap of why problem identification matters. First, fixing the wrong problems wastes time, drains morale, and erodes confidence. Secondly, spotting symptoms versus root causes helps us focus on real solutions. Third, frameworks like Define, 5 Whys, and the 7 key questions guide us deeper. And fourth, stakeholder alignment ensures buy-in and fosters ownership. Now, let's see how these tie to the difference between leading and managing in the sense I've been describing. Just to be clear, I'm not talking about job titles, I'm talking about behavior. A leader may have no official rank, but inspires respect by articulating the real problem and empowering skilled teammates to solve it. A manager, on the other hand, might rely on positional authority and solution-led mandates. Now, you don't have to just take my word for it, though. John Cotter's view, in his book, What Leaders Really Do, says that leaders set direction and inspire. Managers plan and control. Stephen Covey's take is that the distinction between leadership versus management is doing the right things versus doing things right. And lastly, Bernard Bass, when discussing transformational leadership, says that leadership is inspiring a shared vision and developing followers' commitment. I would therefore assert that people who lead well consistently exhibit problem-first thinking, stakeholder buy-in, and the confidence to let experts craft solutions rather than commanding compliance. This means that leaders don't just assign tasks, they champion which problem is worth solving. By clarifying the why, they provide clarity and shared vision. Instead of saying, here's a fix, do it, they present, we've discovered a recurring bottleneck in shipping. Let's confirm we're all aligned on the root cause. This fosters a sense of joint ownership. 2 is empowerment. Skilled professionals, be they engineers, designers, or service reps, feel respected for their expertise. They're not just carrying out orders, they're part of defining how to solve the recognized problem. Third is accountability. Once the problem is clear, it's easier for each team member to map their tasks back to the intended value. People challenge activities that don't serve the real issue. This is how leaders cultivate a culture of continuous improvement. Now, let's look at someone that I would consider a manager. Someone who, first, demands tasks. Implement this software, follow this checklist, build this tool. 2, focuses on getting people to comply with the solution that they have already decided upon. And 3, measures success via compliance metrics, binary measurements of did it or did not do it, rather than whether the underlying problem was actually fixed. This can certainly yield short-term results, but it often creates a task-driven or ticket-driven environment. People do what they're told without feeling invested or inviting to innovate. A manager who leads with a solution might also signal a lack of trust in their team's skill, which we've already seen in previous videos is a hidden morale killer. So now what if you've realized that you have more of a management style in your life, but want to become more of a leader? Fear not, all is not lost. Here's how the things we've previously discussed, like problem identification and stakeholder alignment, can help you do that. First, start every initiative with the question that you have come to recognize in this series. What problem are we trying to solve? Don't skip frameworks like define or a quick 5 whys. Show your team that diagnosing the problem is paramount. Secondly, secure buy-in early. Discuss the data, gather multiple perspectives, and confirm everyone sees the same root cause. Leaders facilitate consensus on the problem, not just the solution. Thirdly, empower the professionals. If it's literally their job to solve these problems, ask them for potential solutions rather than handing them yours. This shows confidence in their expertise, increases ownership, and often leads to better fixes. And fourth, validate progress with the 7 key questions. Revisit them. Is it measurable? Are stakeholders on board? Will fixing this prevent recurrence? Etc. Ensuring the solution remains rooted in the right problem. When you adopt this problem-led approach, you inspire people rather than direct them. Picture a tech startup with a new product launch hitting roadblock after roadblock. A manager might say, "We're behind schedule. I need everyone to work overtime and weekends to get feature X in production." They've already decided that the solution is to have everyone do more of what they're already doing. A leader, however, might approach it with the perspective of, "We're behind schedule because we didn't finalize requirements early. Let's define the real bottleneck. Do we lack clarity in user needs, or is the issue the developer handoffs?" After a discussion about it, the team determined that it was really the lack of formal handoffs from development to QA, leading to confusion and delays in testing and readiness. The team proposes moving to a more agile approach to feature development, and in short order, the features are moving into production. Notice how the team was given more ownership in the second approach? They're recognized as the experts, trusted to propose how to solve the problem that's now crystal clear. So yes, leaders focus on identifying the right problem, aligning stakeholders, and enabling experts to shape solutions. Managers, in this sense, often push a predefined fix and measure compliance. If you've followed along our main series, you already know how to articulate issues clearly and secure buy-in. Now apply those lessons to your leadership journey. Start every project by clarifying the real pain point. Validate it with your team. Let your skilled professionals propose solutions, and measure success by whether the problem goes away, not just whether the task got done. If you found value here, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment about a time you led with the problem first. And if you haven't watched our previous videos, check the playlist for all our frameworks and checklists. This is Justin signing off from the Thoughtful Beard, where we focus on insights, ideas, and a scally cap. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, great leaders define the right problems before handing out solutions.